Hello, everybody. Naughty Nana Des. How's everybody today? Good, I hope. I'm thinking about you. I'm having a tea on a gloomy, very cool day. Cool as in temperature, not cool as in good. What I want to talk to you all about today, it's not a good subject, but it's in the news. And for the last week and a half, it's daily, it's getting worse. And I want to talk about gun violence. That's right. Since January 2023, we have had 110 days. And of those 110 days, there have been 173 gun violence incidents. Last weekend, there was a Sweet 16 party. 28 people were injured, 4 people died. Not far from that scene in Kentucky, in a park in Chickasaw Park, where 2 more lives were lost and 4 were injured. There was another one, the bank robbery one, remember that? And then 2 miles up the road, there was one at a school. So then, last June 2022, Joe Biden signed into law the largest gun safety package that was ever passed bipartisanly, and it was the biggest in decades. But you know what? It's still not enough because Republicans don't want the red flag laws or anything else, or background checks. They're a little leery about doing that. Might find out they're doing something wrong. But anyway, in all the deaths and destructions caused by gun violence, there were 647 mass shootings last year alone. 647 mass shootings in the U.S. in 2022. And compared to this time last year, 2023 is just going to be so much bigger. That's right. Most of the mass shootings occur in states where gun legislations have been rolled back, where there's no background checks, there's no permits, and now they've decided to have open carry and anybody can just walk around with a weapon. So, concealed or otherwise. Now, I think, in my estimation, that if you want to carry a firearm and you're totally legal, should be allowed to buy one and everything else, get a permit. Register it, because that way if it gets stolen or used in another crime, it can be traced. That's a big thing. It helps the police. The Republicans are all for the boys in blue and stuff. Well, let's prove that. Let's let them help them solve these cases, shall we? Maybe have a 30-day waiting period. I know that's going to piss off a lot of people, but what's 30 days? Hunting season's not in effect right now. 30 days is nothing. What do you need a gun for right now? So anyway, that's just me talking. But anyway, how about banning high-capacity magazines? Even Trump said he was going to get rid of bump stocks. Not so much anymore, not after his speech at the NRA. Maybe a security device, like Katie Porter said, similar to like on your phone. So nobody steals your phone. Have a thumbprint. How about something like that? Because nobody else has your thumbprints. You have to have a thumbprint on there so you can operate that weapon. Easy steps. Most of the gun manufacturers said, oh no, we're not going to do that. Because they don't give a shit. They just want to make the money. Or how about the sales of guns in parking lots at gun shows? Maybe we need a few extra police officers on extra duty patrolling those friggin' parking lots and catching these guys selling weapons illegally. How about some of that? If background checks and permits together have been known to change a would-be killer's mind about killing, because there's a cooling off period if you can't buy a weapon, because you can't buy a weapon, you're going to have to think about it or whatever. Sometimes there's a cooling off period. It has been known to save lives. Now, a lot of these people purchase their arsenals either the day of or just a few days before they went on these killing sprees. Red flag laws also work because friends know friends, because they talk. And they're on each other's social media, because some of these people are posting this stuff on social media. But a lot of parents don't know what's going on. Kids can put on a good face. I've got 2 of them. You don't know what they're up to all the time. You just don't. But they talk to their friends, and it's on social media. So maybe we should be checking out that stuff more. And when somebody says something, do something. Don't just say, oh, no, he wouldn't do that. Well, it's been proven twice where parents have phoned in and said, oh, my God, I think that's my son killing people. Just saying. Kids know about their friends' ideology. They know about their moods. They're posting on social media. They're closer to the person than the parents are because they hang around with them more. A lot of kids, especially teenagers, late teens and stuff, they come home and go to their rooms. They don't spend much time with the family. So anyway, probably because we don't want to believe that our kid would do something that horrific. Now, there was a 16-year-old girl that got lost in New York. And she was trying to find her way, and she figured she'd gone too far. So she drove up this driveway to turn around. But she didn't get a chance to turn around because she was shot to death. Just for turning around in this person's driveway. How about the young fella, Ralph Yarl, shot in the head because he was at the wrong address trying to pick up his siblings. The guy didn't even open the door. He shot right through the door. Never even exchanged a word with this kid. Shot him in the head and in the arm. 84 years old. Fired without exchanging a single word. Or how about the two young cheerleaders who were at a supermarket parking mall, which also served as a drop-off pickoff point for a cheerleading squad in Elgin, Texas. They were shot in the supermarket parking lot after they thought they were getting in their own car. The girl got out of the one car to get into her friend's car. She got in, she seen a man she didn't recognize. She went, "Oh, sorry," and she jumped out and went back because it was the identical looking car to her friend's. She again went back into her friend's car. The guy got out of his car, walked up to their car, and she tried to apologize and stuff, but instead he put his hands up, pulled out a gun, and he shot them. Her friend, Heather Roth, was just kind of skimmed with a bullet. But Peyton Washington happened to be shot in the back. That's right. She was shot in the back and the leg. And luckily, they got her to a hospital in time. And she's surviving. She's still in ICU. She's still hanging in there, which is a good thing. And she started talking to her friends on social media because they're going to a big cheerleading event, and she was there like a big booster for them, or cheer squad, whatever the hell. I don't know. I don't understand those things. But anyway, or just today, a 6-year-old and her father and a bunch of kids were playing basketball on a little, like I call it a side street. I don't know what you fellas call it. But anyway, a little side street. And the basketball rolled onto the neighbor's lawn. He came out, looked at the father and the kid. He said, "I'm going to kill you." He hauled out a weapon. He shot the father. The little girl has stitches in her face and shot another neighbor. He's also on the run right now, being considered armed and dangerous. And he's also accused of beating his girlfriend almost to death with a hammer. He beat her in the head with a hammer. And before she could leave, he said she had to clean up all the mess so there'd be no evidence. So that's what we're dealing with. And those last three I just talked about were just this week. So what's it going to take? April 18th, gun shootings, Delaware, New York, Texas times 2, Georgia, New York, Florida. April 19th, Florida, Alabama, Florida, Louisiana, D.C., California, Mississippi, California, New York, Georgia times 2, Tennessee, Indiana, and today 2 in Indiana. Gun violence deaths so far this year, 12,713. Homicides, 5,453. Suicides, 7,260. Injuries from gun violence, 9,934. Mass shootings, 165. I was off, apparently. It'll catch up. Mass murders, 16. Of the 0 to 11-year-olds killed, 77. Injured, 182 kids, 0 to 11 were injured. 182. Teenagers, 10 to 17, 453 have been killed this year, and 1,097 injured. Is there not something more we can do? This is just disgusting. I'm just saying. Something has to be done. Naughty Nana likes you. Loves you. If you just subscribe to the channel, like me, love me, share me. Naughty Nana loves you. Have a good day. Mwah. Take care of you.